Most men don't fail loudly. They fade quietly. No collapse. No disaster. No dramatic moment. Just a slow decay that looks like normal life. And the most dangerous part, they don't even realize it's happening. Most men peak too early, not because they reached their potential, but because they stopped chasing it. They confuse early comfort with success. They mistake approval for progress. They think stability means they made it. They didn't. They just stopped moving. Here's the brutal truth. Your 20s are not your peak. They're your testing phase, but most men treat them like a finish line. They get a little money, a little attention, a little respect, and suddenly, they slow down. They stop sharpening themselves. They stop competing. This is where men die mentally, not at rock bottom, but at good enough. Let me give you an example. A young man hits his first big win. Maybe it's a job, maybe it's a relationship, maybe it's a business. He feels powerful. He feels like he's arrived. So he starts living like he's already made it. He stops improving. He stops learning. He stops pushing. He thinks the work is done. But life is not a single victory. Life is a continuous fight. And the moment you stop fighting, you start losing. That's the silent tragedy of early peak men. They win early, then they quit, and then they wonder why they feel empty. Because winning once doesn't mean you're built for winning forever. It just means you got lucky once. And luck is not a strategy. Comfort is the most expensive addiction. And the worst part is you don't feel it while it's happening. You feel it as a reward. You feel it as life getting easier. But comfort is not neutral. Comfort is decline with good lighting. Here's what happens when a man chooses comfort. He stops pushing himself. He stops training his body. He stops training his mind. He stops challenging his limits. He starts living inside his routine. He wakes up. He goes to work. He scrolls. He eats. He watches. He sleeps. Same day, same week, same year. And he calls it stability. But stability is just a slow prison. It keeps you alive, but it kills your growth. You know why people fear change? Because change is hard. And comfort is easy. But easy is not a sign of progress. Easy is a sign of surrender. Let me be clear. A man is not supposed to feel comfortable every day. A man is supposed to feel challenged. A man is supposed to feel like he's building something. Because building is hard. And hard is the point. Hard is the price of power. If you never pay the price, you never earn the reward. You only get the illusion. Comfort makes you soft. It makes your body soft. It makes your thoughts soft. It makes your standards soft. And once your standards are soft, everything else becomes soft. Your relationships become soft. Your work becomes soft. Your ambition becomes soft. You stop being a man. You become a person who is simply living, and that is the most common form of death, not a dramatic end. Just a quiet, slow fade. Let's talk about the real problem. Comfort doesn't just stop you. It changes you. It rewires your brain. It trains you to avoid discomfort. It trains you to avoid effort. It trains you to avoid anything that feels hard. And then, one day you wake up and realize you don't even recognize yourself anymore. You used to have dreams. You used to have fire. You used to have standards. Now you just have a routine. And you call it life. But it's not life. It's a slow surrender. And the worst part, you think you're winning. Because comfort feels like victory. But victory is not comfort. Victory is struggle, endured. Victory is pain, conquered. Comfort is weakness, accepted. Validation is the silent drug of modern men. It's not a luxury, it's a weakness. And it's everywhere. Likes, comments, followers, approval. Every time you seek it, you give away a piece of your power. Because power is not given, but power is taken. And when you ask for validation, you are asking permission to exist. Let me tell you something. A man who needs approval is not a man. He is a boy pretending to be a man. Approval is not a reward, but it's a leash. You think you're being accepted, but you're actually being controlled. Because the moment you depend on other people's opinions, you stop living for yourself. You start living for them, and you start making decisions based on what will be praised, not what is right. You start chasing attention, not success. You start chasing validation, not excellence. And here's the problem. Validation is never enough. It's like trying to drink water from a leaking cup. You keep trying, but you never feel full. You want more. More likes, more approval, more praise, and the more you get, the more you need. Because validation is not a finish line. It's a trap. The trap is this. You think you're building confidence, but you're actually building dependency. You're training your mind to rely on external signals, and the moment you lose those signals, you collapse. That's why people get depressed when they don't get attention. Not because they lost something, but because they lost the only thing they were living for. Let's talk about relationships. Men who seek validation in relationships become weak. They over-explain. They over-apologize. They over-justify. They try to earn love, and love is not something you earn. Love is something you attract. You attract it with presence, with standards, with strength, not with explanations. You don't need to explain your boundaries. If your boundaries are strong, they are felt. If your boundaries are weak, you will constantly explain them. And explanations are a sign of weakness, because explanations are a request for understanding, a request for acceptance, a request for permission. Strong men don't ask, they decide, and they move. They don't explain, they execute, and the world respects execution, not excuses. Now let's talk about social media. Social media is the perfect validation machine. It trains you to perform. It trains you to seek attention. It trains you to be liked. But the truth is, if you build your life around being liked, you will never be respected. Respect is not given to the liked. Respect is given to the feared. Not feared as in violence, feared as in power, feared as in capability, feared as in self-control, and that fear is built by silence, by discipline, by standards, not by likes. So here is the brutal rule. If you need approval, you will never be powerful, because power does not require permission. Power requires dominance, and dominance does not ask, it takes. You know what the world hates? Late bloomers, people who show up late and still win. Because it breaks the narrative. The world loves stories where you're born special, where success is immediate, where talent is obvious. But life is not a talent show. Life is a war, and wars are won by persistence. Late bloomers are dangerous because they are not fragile. They don't need constant validation. They don't need to be told they are good. They don't need a pat on the back. They just keep going. They keep building. They keep improving, and then one day, they arrive, and the people who laughed are suddenly quiet. Because late bloomers don't bloom in public. They bloom in silence. They bloom in the dark, while everyone is watching the ones who are already winning. Late bloomers are building the foundation. They are sharpening the blade. They are training the mind. They are becoming something stronger. Because they know the truth. Time is not the enemy. Time is the test. And if you pass the test, time becomes your weapon. Late bloomers have an advantage. They have patience, and patience is a form of power. When you are patient, you are not desperate. When you are not desperate, you are not controllable. When you are not controllable, you are dangerous. Late bloomers don't rush. They don't force. They don't panic. They plan. They prepare. They execute. And when they finally step into the light, they don't need anyone's approval. They don't need anyone's permission. They just take what they deserve because they earned it. Now listen closely. If you are behind, if you are not where you think you should be, it doesn't mean you failed. It means you are still in the process. The process is ugly. The process is lonely. The process is painful. But the process is real. And real things take time. You don't become powerful in a day. You become powerful in years. You become powerful in silence. You become powerful when you stop asking and start building. So if you are late, good. Because late bloomers are the ones who destroy the competition. Not because they are smarter, but because they are relentless. And relentless men don't die. They evolve, they adapt, they dominate. And that is what power is. Not speed, not talent, not luck. Power is endurance. Power is consistency. Power is the ability to keep going when everyone else stops. So if you feel late, don't panic, smile. Because the best part is coming. The part where they realize they underestimated you and it's too late. This is the part most people never reach. The exit. The moment you stop chasing approval and start chasing results. The moment you stop begging for attention and start demanding respect. The moment you stop talking and start doing, because action is the only language power understands. If you want power, you don't ask for it. You take it, and you take it by becoming the type of man who cannot be ignored. A man who does not apologize for his ambition. A man who does not apologize for his hunger. A man who does not apologize for his standards. Because standards are not arrogance. Standards are boundaries, and boundaries are what keep weak people out. If you want to win, you have to be willing to be misunderstood, because people only criticize what they cannot control. They only hate what they cannot have. They only fear what they cannot become. So let them talk, let them judge, let them label you. It means you are doing something real. It means you are moving forward, and moving forward is the only thing that matters. Now here's the truth. You are not here to be liked. You are here to be respected. You are not here to be comfortable. You are here to be powerful. Comfort is a trap. Comfort is the enemy of growth. Comfort is where dreams go to die. So stop looking for comfort. Stop looking for permission. Stop looking for approval. Start looking for results, because results don't care about feelings. Results don't care about excuses. Results don't care about your story. Results only care about what you produce. So produce every day, no matter what, even when you don't feel like it, even when you are tired, even when you are doubted, because the man who wins is the man who never stops. And when you finally reach the top, you will look down and realize something. The people who doubted you are still where they always were. And you are the one who changed. You are the one who became the predator. You are the one who became the authority. So remember this. The moment you explain yourself is the moment you lose power. The moment you defend yourself is the moment you become weak. The moment you apologize for your ambition is the moment you give them control. So stop explaining, stop defending, stop apologizing, just do, and let the results speak, because results are the only thing that matters.